Okay, hello everyone. Uh, Sorry for not posting a video for the past 2 weeks or so. I have been extremely busy with schoolwork. So, I was planning to do a video with the guitar, but it seems I've lost my capo, so I will not be able to do that today. If I find it, I'll try to get a guitar video up as soon as I am able. Okay, so today I'm just going to talk a bit about some stuff I learned about my ancestors, basically. So I found out that on my mother's side, my mother's side of the family originally came from Ireland and Scotland. I learned that we originally came from Ireland during the holidays from my grandfather and my great uncle, and I learned that I was that. So basically, bit of my family history. We originally came from Scotland to Ireland in about the 16th or 17th centuries, and then some of our family came from Ireland to Australia at about the 1850s or 60s, during basically around the time of the Australian Gold Rush and the Irish potato famine. So yeah, so that's basically where I'm from, and I've decided to identify myself as Irish Australian, or basically sort of Celtic Australian altogether, really, but Irish Australian, and yeah, that was pretty cool finding out that. Uh, yeah, this video is not going to be about too much. I'll try to get a better video out soon if I am able. Best time will probably be this week after I've maybe this weekend or something. But another good piece of news is I am planning on going back to church. I've been I haven't I haven't really been going to church recently. Been dealing with some demons of mine, really. Yeah. Basically, if you knew anything, if I told you my whole life, you'd feel really bad for me. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I've been through a lot of stuff, difficult things, good things. Yeah, it's just a lot of time. It's been difficult, basically. Well, I've only got one parent. Yeah. If you guys didn't know this about my family, my mum died when I was younger, when I was 7 years old. Yeah, when I was 7 years old, my mum died of an epileptic seizure. Yeah, so it's been difficult these past 10 years. My dad's had to carry a lot of the burden. There hasn't really been that many people around to help. Most of our family either lives in Melbourne. Well, yeah, basically most of my family, well, half my family lives in Melbourne. About quarter of them don't even care. The other quarter do care, but they don't even have enough money to help either. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not about money, really. It's about just being there. Basically, I would like to give a really big shout out to my cousin Amy, uh, and my uncle Wyden and Auntie Sarah. They have been a huge help to us. They haven't really been able to support us financially because they've got money troubles of their own. But they have always been there for us, and they're just my favourite part of the family, really. Yeah, that's my dad's brother and his wife and their daughter. Yeah. Yeah, I will actually check with Amy, see if she can come on one of these videos sometime. She'll be great on these videos, I'd say. Yeah. And I also like to give a shout out to my cousin Hillary. She's been there for me a few times. Yeah. Yeah, you've seen her in one of my previous videos, I think. It was the Lakes Entrance video, actually. So, yeah. Yeah. And I might actually see if I can get a few of my cricket buddies in one of these videos sometime. Yeah. So that's good. My dad and my sister don't really want to be in any of my videos. They haven't even really watched any of my videos. But that's fine. They can do their own thing. I just post these videos for fun. Really. Man. So yeah, that's all that. What else should I do? I don't know. I literally don't know what else to do. But yeah, just wanted to sit down, do a video, because I haven't done one in a while. Here's something. I met up with the Salvation Army minister, with the minister for the Salvation Army, one of the ministers for the Salvation Army in Bairnsdale. So yeah, and he and I had a really good chat. Stuff. Yeah, his name's Dave. Dave and Claire Jones. Dave and Claire Jones are the ministers at the Bairnsdale Salvation Army Church. Dave has been a really great help to me. I would like to give him a shout out for all the stuff that he's done for me. Mainly just talking to me when I need someone to talk to. Yeah. It's nice when you've got friends to talk to. I remember when I was a kid in primary school, I had no friends, or like only one or two friends. Seriously, I had basically not that many friends at all. When I got to Bairnsdale Secondary, got a lot more friends, and when I started cricket, a lot more friends there, which is good, really good. Yeah, because a lot of my friends live up in Melbourne. I only get to see them about once or twice a year, which is good. Yeah. Anyway, I actually might have a look at something. There's something else we can do in this video. Let's see. My trusty Bible. Let's see. Let's see, what verse could I read you guys? Let's see. Let's go to one of Jesus's sayings. Okay. Let's see. What can we do? This is Matthew, so I'm just looking here. There's a lot of good verses that I can share. Okay. Okay. Now this I finally just discovered, but I think it's actually quite good. It's actually quite good. It contains a very good lesson, and it's only one sentence. So this, let's see. Okay. This is verse 10 and 11. Okay, this is Matthew chapter 15, verses 10 and 11. Okay. Jesus called the crowd to him and said, "Listen and understand. What goes into someone's mouth does not defile them, but what comes out of that mouth, that is what defiles them." So basically, that says that the meaning behind that is basically what goes into your mouth. Food is not what defiles you. Basically, what ruins your reputation or ruins yourself as a person, but what comes out of your mouth. So basically, what you say that could defile you. So basically, it means you should say nice things and not bad things, because bad things are what's going to defile you or ruin you, basically. Basically, you won't be the same in somebody else's eyes. Yeah. Because words can hurt a lot more than weapons. I know, I've been on the receiving end of a lot of words. And I haven't been on the receiving end of any weapons. So I don't really know how to compare them, but I know words do hurt. So yeah. So yeah, that's that. Let's see. I think that will be about it. This video's gone on for about 12 minutes. Me just talking. Hope you don't mind that. But yeah. It's nice to just talk. But that's basically how I like to do things. I like to talk. I don't really like to talk in actuality. Well, depends. Depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I like to talk a lot. Sometimes I don't like to talk at all. I think this is one of those times I like to talk a lot. I think it's only 13 minutes. I think I could get this video to go on a bit longer. Let's see. What shall we do? I might actually show you guys a few of my books, because one of my great passions in life is reading. I like reading books a lot. So I will actually just quickly grab a few of the books a few of my favourite books. Yeah, so let's see, we've got two here. Be back in a sec. Any of them there? Oh, yep. I found a few. Let's get a few more. Oh man, that whole shelf is good. Let's see if I can grab them all. It's hard because there's not that much space in my room. Okay. Yeah, I think I've got all my favourite books. Let's get around. Yeah, oh man. It's a tight fit. Okay. There. Let's see. Any I missed? Nope. Good. Okay. I'll show you guys a few of my favourite books. Okay. I think we'll start with the Rick Riordan books. Basically, one of my favourite authors is Rick Riordan, mainly because mythology is a great interest of mine. He does a lot of mythology-based fiction. So I'll start with his first ones. We've got the Percy Jackson books. So Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, the first book in the series, and Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, the second book in the series. I'm not quite sure if that writing is backwards for you or not, but it is for me. So yeah, writing's backwards on the screen for me, but I think the video gets inverted. Yeah, so it shouldn't be backwards for you. And Percy Jackson and the Greek Heroes. This isn't a book in in Percy Jackson series exactly. It's more just an informative book about view of the heroes of Greek mythology. So, okay, so we've got Percy Jackson books down. Yeah, I like those books. I've only got the first two in Percy Jackson series. I do plan on buying the next. Do plan to buy next three. There's 5 books in this series. I've got 2 of them so far. There's still 3 more I need to get. Okay, and more Rick Riordan books. This is the Magnus Chase trilogy. Okay, so we've got Magnus Chase and the Sword of Summer, first book in the series. Magnus Chase and the Hammer of Thor, the second book in the series. And Magnus Chase and the Ship of the Dead, which is the third book in the series. And that's more Norse mythology. So Percy Jackson is Greek mythology. Magnus Chase is Norse mythology. Okay, so we've got those 6 books down. Got 3 more here. We've got Christian Heroes, Then and Now, William Booth, Soup, Soap and Salvation. This is basically a biography of William Booth's life, written by Janet and Jeff Benge. I think that's how you pronounce it. Or Bengay. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, but that's a biography of William Booth. Yeah, it's really great. William Booth was the founder of the Salvation Army back in the 1850s or 60s, I'm led to believe. I'm not quite sure, but it's around 1800s. Okay, now this is a autobiography. It's called A Long Way Home, and it was written by Saru Brearley. This is a really great read. The book has actually been made into a movie called Lion. Yeah, it's based on a young Indian boy's life after he basically got lost, sort of. I don't want to spoil, but he basically sort of lost his way from his village and ended up in Calcutta. Then he was taken to an orphanage and ended up poor way and was adopted by an Australian couple, and he moved to Hobart with them. Yeah, and then he found his way back home, sort of. When he was an adult, he found his old village and he found his mum. It's a very emotional story, seriously. This is a really good book. It's very inspirational as well. Okay, and we have got another autobiography called The Happiest Refugee. It was written by a famous Australian comedian, actually, Ando. That's a picture of Ando there. Yep. And it's basically based on his life after... Oh, screen just went a bit with it, based on his life after his family escaped Vietnam during the Vietnamese War. Okay, so those are a few of my favourite books. Well, my number one favourite book, you guys saw it before, Bible. This book is a must-have for any Christian, really. Yeah. So that's that. I think I might end this video here because it has gone for 21 minutes. So I will end this video here. I'll see you all later. Bye.